What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Planting with Pete. If you're new here, hi, I'm Pete. Now, guys, on today's video, as you can see, you probably can tell by the thumbnail, I will be going over the care of my Philodendron Pink Princesses, Pink Princess, Pink Princesses, Pink Princesses, Pink Princess. Hmm. Anyway, and also, uppity dates, updates as well. So, I can sit her there, and let me get my big one here. Now, I can tell you guys, I got both of these from cuttings. Now, I won this one here off of YouTube from my buddy. Guys, go check his channel out. It's called Gerard's Horticulture Culture. He has some nice plants on his channel. We're talking rare, uncommon. He has a nice selection of plants. Go over and check that channel out. But yeah, I won that, by luck. I was on YouTube one night playing, I think it was maybe Gears of War, maybe. And I usually listen um, to probably plant channels while I, shoot stuff. And anyway, I got on, just looked up, and I actually won her. And I'm gonna try to add a picture of what she looked like when I got her compared to now. I do know I did lose maybe two or three of the smaller leaves. Again, that was definitely due to light and lack of water. The lack of water came from when I did that massive water with me. I'm pretty sure you guys probably seen that. I tried to wait till all the plants needed water. And of course, some plants need water a lot more, a lot. Some plants need watering before others. So yeah, I kind of lost a couple leaves on, I think both of them, to be honest with you, you guys. So, but as you can see, she bounced right back. Everything is just fine. Now, care wise, you guys, you can see like on this one here, all of my plants are grown on well, my little slacks of wood here. Most of them do have some moss on the back of them. I have one over here. I just don't feel like getting. Well, matter of fact, this is a different kind of moss, but you guys may have seen this one from my tetrasperma. So it always has some kind of moss growing on the back of it. And so with these, I just decided to do like a plain, just regular wood look on it, wood grain or whatever you want to call it. So, but anyway, yeah, they're growing up here, and I do have a lot of them actually attached to the wood, and then there's also some as well. I'll hold it up so you can see. There's also some as well that have been growing and made their way down towards the sphagnum. Now, most of you guys should know. If you don't know, I do grow most of my plants. Like 98% of my plants are grown inside of sphagnum moss. So that is the medium that I use, and that is the medium that works perfectly for me. And I will continue to use it, until I find something that's better for me than actual sphagnum. And for the most part, you guys, they stay directly inside of my grow tent. I don't take them out for anything except for purposes kind of like this. And even when let's bring this down a little bit. And even when I am doing videos like this, I still actually don't like bringing them out because they'll sit out for a couple of hours while I'm doing other videos instead of me going back and putting them inside of the tent. And then sometimes it can definitely hinder randomly. It can hinder growth. And I'm not sure if I can. That was the little snail shell. It might have been this one. I think that was out, or it could have been the one before. I don't know, but they sat out, or it could have been this one. look, it sat out, I think for about 2 days while I did different videos on her, and she didn't like it as much. Of course, there was not as much sunlight, but she kept growing. And of course, the leaf told me that something was wrong. Anyway, yeah, they sit inside of the grow tent. You guys, they get plenty light, humidity, heat, just perfect growing conditions for almost any plant, especially if they um like those type of conditions. So as I said, they spin their wheel and they are spending their entire life inside of the grow tent unless something changes or I switch environments where the actual outside temperature is a lot more humid and not dry or cold or anything um, that can hinder them or mess them up from growing. I most definitely don't need that. So that is why they stay inside of the grow tent. And usually, like I said, the grow tent is just for the extra heat and humidity. And if anything happens, like these aerial roots, as you've seen on the other one, and as you can see growing here on these, make it real good to propagate them in water, dirt, perlite, vermiculite, whatever your substrate is. It makes them a lot easier to actually propagate. Now, lighting, you guys, I don't know exactly what kind of light that I do have, but I do know that it's a powerful light. Um, and I think I may have spent like $60, $70 on that bulb, and it works, really works. Um, and these are the ones that sit up under it. Now, again, with these pink princesses, or with usually anything with any kind of variegation or any plant, just period, it's based off of DNA. And this one here, hopefully, is just dealing with maturity as they get older. Like this one here, this is like not the prettiest leaf. This might be the prettiest leaf. I don't know, but for this plant, I do have a half moon there. But for the prettiest leaf, of course, it'll be this one. I think on one of these, if it didn't die off, well, I think it probably did, you guys. Oh, nope, it's this one right here. This is the first pink leaf. If you guys been following me, I did a rant about that. Might be on my Instagram as well. But that was the first pink leaf. I'm like, why is there pink at the bottom? So but that was the most pink that I got back then. And I got 2 leaves later. I have this little, there we go, that pretty guy there, which has a chunk of pink there. It's just a spectacular plant, you guys. Um, Now with this one here, the leaf, well, I don't know. This might be the sexiest leaf to me. It's the darkest. Yeah, have to check and make sure it's the darkest. And then there's like a spit of um, pink there, and then there's a little line of pink that's going down the middle. Okay, there we go. The middle as well, and it's just then the leaf is just dark. Just looks good. Um, and she's also look like pushing out another leaf. Hopefully, this one is a pink leaf, and I'm looking for a lot more pink. But again, like I said before, you guys, usually it's within the DNA and what um and depending on the DNA, it could just be time. So all I know, you guys, summertime or winter, it just starts shooting off crazy kind of pink. Fingers crossed. But even if she don't, I love this plant regardless. As I said, or you probably heard me say this before. Um, this plant here is very unpredictable, meaning you never know which kind of leaf that you're going to get. Especially if you don't have a really, I would say variegated stem. I'm not sure for this one. I did, like I said, I'm going to put up a picture, so I can't necessarily answer myself until I do the edit on this. But I'm not sure if that stem had a lot of variegation on it. But even if it didn't, as you can see on the stem, and as it started to mature, like here, there's pink there. Um, there's some pink there. But all of these have some sort of, where's the other one? There it is. Wait. There it is. Has some kind of strong pink on the stem. And I actually like how it looked when it's compared actually to the darkness or the red or the burgundy of the actual plant itself. So these are just wonderful specimens for me. Now I would like a little bit more variegation. So say if this plant here has 2, 4, 6, 8, wait, 2, 4, 7 leaves. Yeah, 7 leaves on here. So say out of the 7, if I had maybe three, 3 or 4 like fully variegated or something like this leaves. Now this one I wouldn't count because it's on the back, but if it was on the front, then it'd be a lot better. And maybe like a little bit more splashing, but again, for the most part, caring for these is just like any other philodendron, you guys. Very easy to care for. Watering wise, I do them just like the other ones. I have to go down and use my finger and actually check the moisture of the actual plants. Even though, as you probably can hear with this one here, that's dry, at the top. And this plant here does not need watering, all right? So you have to go down, have to put my finger down in there. And then once you get about half an inch in, you can definitely feel the water, well, not water, but the moisture. And definitely since sits inside of the grow tent, you can definitely feel the humidity and the heat once you start to get down a little bit in there. So um, watering, again, trying to water these, you would have to keep an eye on it because even with it sitting inside of the grow tent, you guys, it takes a long time for them to say, hey, I need water. So just like I know this one doesn't need watering, but say if it did need water and it was bone dry and you're hearing the actual crispiness of the spag, this plant will not let you know, especially if they're like my growing conditions that I have super high humidity. So this plant is getting the humidity drawing, the water drawn in through the area roots. Some of the spag is also getting moist, and then also is pulling in water through the leaves. So this plant here, any plant at any plant that sits in the grow tent for that matter, um, can hold its own until it really can't anymore. And that's usually probably because I didn't turn the humidifier on or I forgot to refill it up and it stayed off for like more than 4 or 5 hours. And then it'll definitely start to, droop a little and I'll be like, okay, buddy, let's get you a little water and go from there. But again, guys, like I said, caring for these is just pure easy. Um, if you don't have one, I would recommend you getting one. Um, I would say um, for me, just like this and things revert. Um, I don't per se that they again. It's just DNA. So if you get one that is reverted for sale and it's a lot cheaper, honestly, I would buy that. Even though, um, again, that plant or that leaf for cutting doesn't or maybe doesn't have any kind of signs of irrigation, but give it some time, I'm pretty sure that plant will push out some pretty pink leaves. And for all you know, that little one leaf could just start shooting out crazy pink every leaf, and it just is not reverted anymore. So yeah, I would take the chance on that, especially. And then, like I said before, the prices of these have gone down. So for the most part, they are affordable for cuttings. Now, a full plant, especially with some great DNA, is going to cost, $100+ Now, they are still kind of expensive ish. Again, I won this one, and then I traded this one from one of my plant. Whoa, excuse me. One of my plant friends that stay in Canada, and um, long story short, shortage of Cebu Blue, or just don't get any Cebu Blue, and I traded some Cebu Blue cuttings for two of these, and I sold the other cutting of Pink Princess. Should have kept it, but I just went ahead and sold it, got it out the way. So didn't matter, because not too long after that, like a year or so after that, then here she comes. So um, it all worked out, you guys. And as you can see, I have some nice specimens here. Now, I'm not putting any moss on this one. As I said, it's just gonna grow straight up. This one, I didn't want to put a pole on it. Put it on a piece of wood like that. I actually wanted to just grow up, and I just put this here for support. And I can never understand with these why the base are just so thin, but the plant can have like this thick of a um stem on it, just randomly. But I guess that is what the support for, to keep it from snapping. But even if it did snap, these area roots will catch on, and that plant will start over. But for the most part, guys, that is it here for this video. Again, care needs for this plant is very, very easy. Mine stay inside the grow tent, so I tend to bypass any of the like the bugs, or the plant having trouble unfurling, or leaves are getting torn because of low humidity, things like that, or not having area roots. Um, for insurance, extra insurance purposes. So I would recommend you getting one, even if you don't have a grow space or grow tent. To keep humidity, you can just get your regular humidifier, or you can even make something to actually capture the heat and moisture to create your own terrarium, so that the plant can be happy until you decide to take it out when the seasons change, like summer. Depending on where you are, it could be hot, sticky. It could be like that for you year round. Who knows? But I recommend this plant. Even even if you don't have one of these, you guys keep a lookout for these, because eventually the prices of these will go down. Not sure when. Definitely not sure when, but I do know the prices are these of these will go down, especially since they are doing mass productions, kind of like the Thai constellations, and they're doing the Birkings, everything that has been hard to get hold of. They're doing mass productions, and I would just honestly wait on it. Or like I said, if you can come across a um, reverted one, or whatever the case may be, give your look on that one. Or even if you can just find one with a little variegation on it, with a reasonable price, of course, I would definitely get it. But as I said before, you guys, care for these are very minimum, especially if you just give them their basic needs, which is bright indirect light, watering, of course, with some fertilizer, um, heat, warmth, or whatever, to keep the roots and stuff warm and very active, and humidity, of course, just to keep things from drying out. And then the plant can definitely use that moisture when it gets ready. So yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. Thanks for coming back and supporting the channel. Let's move this girl over here. Yeah, wait, there we go. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. Also comment down below, you guys. Let me know if you guys have got your hands on one of these. I do know the last time I did this, I think the last time you guys may have seen this outside of the grow tent, it was probably about 3, 4 leaves ago. So let me know down in the comments if you have acquired one during that time, or maybe you're still looking for some. And let me know if you have one and you're just having trouble growing it, or you're just having trouble getting it to variegate. I would love to know and communicate with you guys down in the comment section below. Um, and yeah, guys, that is it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. Man, I'm gonna have to get you back inside of the grow tent. This is just wonderful. I just love this one here. She is just a showstopper. Check her out, guys. Spectacular.